I just want to get this out before I forget it. Okay. When I was doing really well and I was super successful on my weight loss journey, I was going to a particular gym in my town that was owned by a local woman who ran these amazing classes. She didn't have any mirrors in the rooms, and she just helped motivate and inspire people to be their best versions of themselves. And I just looked forward to those classes. I loved the community. I loved the way that I felt when I would go there and when I would leave, and it was just like one of my happy places to be. And I think that's why I like Zumba so much now, because it still gives me a little bit of that. But I didn't realize this until recently. But okay, so basically I was introduced to Beachbody a lot earlier than I ever thought, and I was being taught and being helped and guided and trained by a coach, and I had no idea that that was even a thing at this time. I had already graduated from college, so this was like 2014. So I had no idea what that whole like Beachbody coaching or anything like that was. And I would go to these classes and I'd sit in the waiting room while the first class that was still going on, they're like stretching and whatever. And you see the pretty like inspirational quotes and stuff, and I'll have our shoes and some of us chit chat, whatnot. And she has this desk, and that's where she checks you in. And she had kind of stuff everywhere. She was pregnant and she already had a little girl, and she was just, you know, managing life and had a realty business on top of this gym and coaching. So I remember just sitting there and, you know, taking a look, and you sit there and you start finding new things to look at. And I noticed that she has this like Shakeology bag just sitting in the back, and she would talk to people about it, and then you know, they would sometimes exchange money or whatever, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm here, I'm doing whatever, I go to Planet Fitness, like, I'm good. And so I never asked about it, and I kick myself every day for not asking, because I was scared and I didn't ask. And to think of what I could have accomplished back then if I had just asked about Shakeology, would I have opened up a whole new door to my life that I'm doing now, or even been able to take some of that knowledge and bring it to this gym, and maybe it would still be around. I don't know, but I have to say, like, oh, the things that I could have been doing had I just asked. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and we will continue this conversation. I just need to make my energized.
Why you talking in code, no reason? Why you got me on hold, I'm beeping? I knew something was ignited. When you left, I wanted more. All I wanna do is get to know you. East to west to north to south, the whole you. But I need direction, you get the message. Now don't you hit me with a rain check. I need something like a blank check. Spending a lot of emotion on tonight. Don't you hit me with a rain check. No need to make it a train wreck. Find me a time and decide it soon, cause I'll be on my way, but I don't wanna wait. My time is of the essence, don't you know? If you give me...
That was hard. That hasn't been that hard since the first time I did it. It feels like the first time that I did physical therapy. Super sucks. Yep, super sucks. Because that means all the progress I made. I'm back to square one. I go see ortho this week, so yeah, I'm gonna write down my aches and pains. I'm gonna show him the footage of what I just did so he can see like where my foot's twitching, and tell him where the pain is. So I'm probably going to be going back to physical therapy, which is fine. I just want the doctor to make a plan with some sort of like goal instead of asking me what I want. I don't know. I am not the expert. I'm not the doctor. You tell me. So, you know, whatever. I guess I'm going to try some yoga, see how it goes. Anything with lunges I really can't do, so I'm just going to modify accordingly, and I just want to like get this stress out. Had a lot of realizations yesterday. Had a nice cry, and it wasn't like a bad cry. It was a good cry. I just got emotional listening to a Christina Aguilera song, because hi, that's me. And I just started crying because everything that had already happened that morning on such a positive note and great things, like I just needed to have like that cleanse, and like that song was just speaking to me on a whole nother level. The voice within, hi, like how do you listen to that song and not like get in your feels? So just had me cry, and did like the long way to my friend's house so I could enjoy it and take in the beautiful weather, and just had some time for me. So that was a good experience, especially for me, where I spent many years not being able to cry. Just physically could not produce tears because I just had to hold everything all in. I couldn't let it out. It would just be a floodgate. So yeah, we're working on it. So let's try this yoga situation.
Believe me when I say that I could be the presence that you want. So tell me you got it right now, but you gotta holler right now. How? Tell me and you got it right now, now. How? Yeah, tell me and you got it right now, but you gotta holler right now. How? Tell me and you got it right now. If you like, then you and I could. Let me go, girl, I mean it, hasta la vista. You say you want it, but I don't really believe ya.